Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Friday, March 30th, 2018. Welcome to the show. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for this week's Steam Code giveaway. Yeah, I actually remembered this time. This week it goes to Tau Scribble for your comment here, and I'm pretty sure if I read any part of it, I'm going to get a YouTube community strike. Instead, how about you have a code for Mafia 3 and a piece of DLC for it too? Be sure to check your YouTube messages. Also, if you want to rewatch anything, or if you want to skip around in today's episode, timestamps along with reference links can both be found down below. It is with great pleasure I can say today things may actually be getting better in our gaming hobby due to a policy change from the sleeping giant PC game store online super conglomerate, Valve. After receiving an item, everyone must now wait 7 days before you can trade that item in your Steam inventory to another player. This is huge. This has not and this will not stop CSGO skin gambling, but this sure as hell will slow things down. If anything, it's going to encourage players to save up as many skins as they can, gamble them all away until their supplies lasts, and then wait another week. Not to put it down though, this is and has already discouraged some players, with statements on various discussion forums like CSGO is done and over. I can assure you it's not, and if anything, it's going to have a better reputation because of this. However, this is going to have some other unwanted side effects, because this will decrease the value of skins in general, because part of what gives skins their value is their ability to be used as a gambling chip. From what I can tell, this is only affecting CSGO for the moment. Other games like Team Fortress 2, Dota 2, and PUBG are not affected, but I assume it's only a matter of time before this policy is implemented over there too. What do you think of this policy, and do you think it will lessen the desire for CSGO skin gambling? Please leave your thoughts down below. Straight into update news, Dying Light has received its 4th content pack today, bringing a new prison heist game mode that will only be here until April 3rd. PUBG is back in the news today with new pictures and information on the new Tropical Map hitting test servers next week. At the same time, PUBG Corp will be hosting a new event featuring the Flare Gun. Moving on to some more in-depth stories today, and this one reminds me of a certain developer I talked about before I went on break. Here we have Super Mario World Chapter 0, and it is absolutely allowed by Nintendo. Except that it wasn't, and Nintendo shut it down. They were asking for €30,000 to create a never-before-seen version of Super Mario World. It reached just shy of 1,000 before it was put to an end. Twitch have announced today they will be adjusting the teams to focus on the community, and in the process have laid off more than 25 employees. Some high-profile employees were laid off, including Fishsticks and Justin Wong. They had been told Twitch had hired too many people and they should leave immediately. According to a federal appeals court, Big Fish Casino is illegally gambling. For Big Fish Casino games, players can use free chips to play, but when they run out, they either need to wait for more or buy more with real-world currency. According to the court, that gives the chips value, making it illegal under Washington state law. Hey, that's my state. Moving on from there, TakeTwo can't seem to stop getting sued. A judge has rejected a request for dismissal in the case between Solid Oak Sketches LLC and Visual Concepts LLC, along with TakeTwo. Solid Oak is claiming they own the copyrights on the tattoos of LeBron James, Eric Bledsoe, and Kenyon Martin, all of whom feature in the NBA 2K series. According to TakeTwo, it's fair use to depict how they look in real life, but Solid Oak still wants damages. No word on if they plan to sue the NBA for showing off LeBron's biceps on TV. As more details unfold on this case, I'll be sure to bring them to you here on News Cartridge. In other news of TakeTwo being sued, and I wish I were using that segue as a joke, Lindsay Lohan is in the news again today, and hopefully for the last time. She has lost her appeal against Rockstar Games after she claimed the fictional character, Lacey Jones, was using her image and therefore invaded her privacy. Even going so far as to argue she had been using the peace sign hand gesture since before and after the game's launch. And I'm sorry, what? Bitch, you don't own peace signs, you don't own being blonde, you don't own wearing a red bikini, and you don't own holding a cell phone. Ain't none of this make any sense. Even if you were to say she looks like her, a thing called parody exists which allows drag queens to use the actual names of celebrities and do the wonderful things they do. Because Lohan lost the appeal, there really isn't anywhere else for this case to go, so hopefully she just sits the fuck down and gets on with her life. Well, that was fun, and finally we're going to talk about a topic that isn't so fun, with Kansas being the first state in my country to pass an anti-swatting bill. It's called the Andrew T. Finch Bill, named after the man who was innocently killed after his SWAT team was called to his house late last year. It has passed both the state house and the state senate and now goes to the governor to be signed into law. It would increase the sentence of someone who falsely reports a violent crime, and in the case of Andrew T. Finch, the person who made the call would face up to 20 years in prison. Unfortunately, I don't think swatting is a problem we will ever solve 100% of the time, but I do think with laws like this, it will deter more individuals. Remember, swatting is not a prank, it just wastes taxpayer money and puts everyone's life in jeopardy. Once again, it's time for Monday's game releases, because I'm off for the next 2 days because I've got to go update all my passwords. Did you know that password 123 is not a good password? That's why I'm going to use password 1234. It's way more secure. For PC, The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim VR, Bounce, RTS Commander, Smash the Rebels, Panzer Doctrine, Clash of Cards, Suncore Chronicles, The Tower, Seek or Die, Frawl Block, and A Story of Distress. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you on Monday. And never invest in the Velcro industry. It's a complete ripoff. I'm not sure if that joke is going to stick. Click up here to watch the bonus episode for today's show. Click down here to watch yesterday's episode, which was about Fortnite not being addictive. Who would have thought? And click over here to subscribe to my wonderful, wonderful channel. Thank you. See you on Monday. Go play some games.